Welcome to the Critique Compass, a platform where critical thinking meets sustainable development. As postgraduate researchers at UCL, we've spent this series exploring the intersections between power, resources, progress, and inequality. Today, in our final episode, we confront one of the most disruptive forces of our time, artificial intelligence, and its impact on the Sustainable Development Goals. At the heart of this discussion lies a fundamental truth. Without equitable access to education, human capital cannot thrive, and neither can sustainable development. AI is reshaping our world, but it's doing so unevenly. With 78% of AI patents held by just 3 countries, the innovation gap is becoming a chasm. Many developing nations are being pushed into the role of passive consumers, left out of shaping this new era. For some low-income countries, training a single AI model could cost more than their entire national education budget. This stark imbalance threatens SDG 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, and deepens global inequality unless we prioritize inclusive education and capacity building. AI's rapid evolution is shortening the skill half-life. What you learn today may be obsolete in just 2.5 years. By 2027, half the global workforce will require reskilling. But who gets that opportunity? Right now, access to continuous learning is dictated by income, geography, and digital infrastructure. This is where SDG 4, quality education, must take center stage. If education systems can harness AI to support inclusive, adaptive learning, we can empower individuals to participate in the global economy and foster SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. In rural Nigeria, students like Lila face outdated textbooks, intermittent electricity, and no digital training. Meanwhile, their wealthier peers benefit from real-time AI tutors and personalized learning paths. These aren't just digital gaps, they're opportunity gaps. Without bold investment in education technology, teacher training, and infrastructure, AI could cement systemic exclusion rather than resolve it. Bridging this divide is essential to reducing inequalities, SDG 10, and unlocking the full potential of human capital. AI isn't just reshaping education, it's also disrupting global finance. With 62% of AI funding concentrated in just 3 firms, and one company controlling 80% of critical AI chips, we face a concentration of power unseen since the last financial crisis. This isn't just a threat to economic stability, it's a challenge to SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. We need regulation, transparency, and accountability to prevent AI from becoming the next too-big-to-fail industry. The SDGs were a bold promise for 2030, but the cracks are showing. Universal education is far behind, and funding shortfalls risk turning these goals into unfulfilled ideals. The push for economic growth, if not equitable and inclusive, threatens to leave the most vulnerable behind. Education isn't just goal 4. It's the foundation for every other goal. If we fail to invest in human potential, sustainable development becomes impossible. This is the crossroads. AI can amplify inequalities, or it can accelerate progress, but only if we ensure that every child, every student, and every worker has access to quality education, lifelong learning, and digital literacy. It's time to challenge extractive development models, to build ethical AI systems, and to put people, not just profit, at the center. Human capital is our most renewable resource, and education is the key to unlocking it. As we close this series, we leave you with a call to action. Demand equitable education, support inclusive innovation, hold institutions accountable, because the future is being written now, and it must be one where no one is left behind.